Good evening, Hareendhar. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Good. Thank you, Amar. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining. I know that you've been part of the first batch of our AI product leadership course with Talvinder, right, at Pragmatic
Right.
Leaders. So I have some questions I'd like to ask you as to your experience around it. So my first question is, give me a little bit of background, Harinder, of your work experience, what you've done, and essentially then how did you land up in this course? What was the
Mm.
journey to get there?
So, yeah, starting 16, I joined in Tata Consultancy Services, and since then I had been into set like multiple roles as a developer, as a IT system analyst, uh, with multiple international clients, and I was also a business analyst at there in TCS. After
Mm.
that, I came in 2020. I came across this word called product management. It's like at the end of the 2019 or 2020, I was trying to then move out of being a business analyst and then become a product manager because I have that interest of startup or product development, building my own products and launching some in the market. I have that interest, and I was finding out some good courses that would help me in becoming a real product manager. And I came across Pragmatic Leaders in 20. It's like just beginning them. So the thing that grasped my attention and why I had to trust in Pragmatic Leaders is it was backed by Y Combinator then. And so I thought this is something I should try. And I was part of the cohort in the initial phases, and
Mm.
I liked it very much. And I ended up landing in three job offers as a product manager. And the best thing out of that initial thing is, and even you were there, you were reviewing my resumes, and if you remember in the initial phases,
I do. I do. Yes, I do.
yeah, we had multiple conversations to and fro. And the best thing about that part is Talvendra has designed a course where I can identify myself into which type of product manager I can be. Even
Yes,
multiple
absolutely.
people just try to be a product manager, but there are some type of technical product managers, strategy
Mm.
product managers, design product
Mm.
managers.
Mm.
He helped myself in identifying, which type of product manager I can be. And the three job of us I told, two of them are, generic product managers, but the third one is a technical product manager. So I was able to, find the best suited one for me, and I was able to choose that, and that's where I know my career trajectory is very good now. And later coming to this AI leadership program, I am into a kind of uh, a fintech product. I'm building fintech product now in the Indian market space, and I have heard in the January from the Freshworks founder that if there is no AI in your roadmap, you just throw your roadmap. Right, Girish
Mm.
Mathur, popular now. We have to find one or other ways to implement AI, give insights, do a personalization of the product to the end user. That's
Yes.
a real need. And
Mm.
when I came to know Talvinder is starting a cohort in this space, and I just don't want to lose it, and I
Mm.
just enrolled it in the first day when I came to know.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's do this, right? You've been in the product management field for a while.
Yeah,
You are, of course, well versed with the trends that are happening, like you mentioned, Girish Mathrubam's point that he made. And that's the view that Freshworks is completely taking, right?
right.
So,
Mm,
how do you perceive you as Harinder and your experience in the company you're working in? How do
mm,
you perceive the impact of AI on the job market over the past 1 year? I don't want to refer, I know AI, and this is a misunderstanding a lot of people have, that AI is new. AI has been around for a while. It's
right.
just that in the last 2 years, the infra has been able to catch up to
Mm,
what AI is trying to achieve at the end of the day, right? And so, what impact do you see that it's made on the job market, right, for the past 1 year and in the coming year? How do you see things evolving in the product management space?
right. So yeah, as you said, to even explain my opinion, it has been there for a while. Even I worked on projects in 2018 also in TCS. So it's there for a while. And now coming to the product management space, I have been seeing this small change, Amar. In the last 1.5 year, 1.5 year back, I haven't seen a product manager using ChatGPT. Just in, if you go back in 2022 August, I think no one might have used ChatGPT, either be it a developer or a product manager. But it's like 4 to 5 months, maybe because it's a free software, everyone got adapted to it. And now there is no one who wasn't using it. And I think in the next 6 months, people go and subscribe to the plus version and start using the APIs also and using its power in the full-fledged way is, I think, that's
Mm,
a
mm,
change that's going to come in the future. And
mm,
now the reason that I have enrolled into this leadership program is because of that, to catch up with that speed. And coming to the changes that you are asking the job market, right? So anyone who doesn't know how to use the AI tools available in the market, they'll be falling back, they'll be falling behind in the market. Right. And apart from product management space, I work with developers a lot daily, right? There are many plugins that they got for their IDs, their development environments. They call it Copilot, where if they just write a snippet of code,
yep,
it helps them in writing everything more.
yep.
So development has become easier, marketing has become easier. So
Mm,
product management perspective, innovation and strategy, and wherever you see consultants role is going to be replaced by AI, we hear that. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but consultants job is made very much easier because strategy AI can take care of strategy if you give it
mm.
correct input. So
So
yeah.
to your point, absolutely. And so I've been kind of freelancing and consulting and mentoring in the last 6 months, right? A lot of startups, students as well, who are in the marketing product space, because product and marketing have come so close together now, right? And this is one of the points that I see is that the requirement from consultants is not the strategic part only, right?
Mm,
The
mm,
strategic part has become now changed into what, Amar, there are so many AI tools out there, we really don't know what to use. Or Amar, we have 15 different AI companies pitching their tools to us, and we are thoroughly confused what really, we should use, or what matters to us, or what is relevant to us, or, is beneficial to us. So the conversation has changed so much. Like earlier on, when I used to have these conversations with startups and founders, it's so different now, right? So absolutely, I totally get your point, right?
and
So on that
any,
note, go
yeah.
ahead.
So any courses that I see right in ads that I get in Instagram from course-based companies like Growth School or other people who sell courses. Previously, we would see become a good product manager, become a great product manager, or crack the job of a product manager would be the line,
Yeah,
main headline. But now, use AI to become a great product manager, or
yeah, yeah.
learn AI tools to become a BCG level consultant, BGC level
Absolutely.
consultant.
Absolutely. Great point you've made here. Great point. Right. So on that point that you've made, let me ask you, what are the most valuable insights or skills that you've acquired from the Pragmatic Leaders AI product leadership course, right? What have been your learnings, and how do you see these learnings which you will be applying maybe in your current role, or maybe in new roles that you will step into in the next couple of years?
Right. So first thing, Amar, I would say, when I was, learning from Talvinder, it's like learning from five mentors. It's not like one mentor. From
Yeah.
two perspectives. One from the quality and quantity of the content, as well as the diversity of the content also. So he gives content as much as five people, and one from the news, one from you know one example from the US, one example from China. So I was more, what I've learned the best part is to go to multiple resources and see what's going around in the world. And taking back that example which you said when you are freelancing, right? People are asking, there are so many AI tools and they don't know what to use. So Talvinder has, guided me in that point where to find the best tools. No, I'm not going to build LLMs, no, right? My job is to use the best thing that's available. So that's the greatest learning for me. Even before coming to this program, I'm not aware of the word LLM. I use ChatGPT vigorously, But what is LLM? What does it do? Are different kinds of LLMs available in the market? How can we make best use of one? So that difference is, and finding the best AI tool for the best needs. Even I'll just tell one example. We talked about a tool called Octopus,
Hmm.
which I can make PPT for any presentations within just 5 minutes. So it's PPT making is very time taking. Every month end or month beginning, we have to do some
Yeah,
PPTs like.
yeah, yeah.
So that's very good learning, I would say. Many things like that. It's just a one thing.
So, what out of these points that you've made, and you've spoken a lot about, what the learnings that you're picking up from the experience that Talvinder has and the way he teaches and everything, right? So, what aspects specifically in terms of the modules, for example, or what parts you're doing, have you really liked and why? And what parts do you think could be improved and why?
So I really like one point was, helping us build a product.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the core, essence of this program. Was spending so much amount of his time and energy on each and every person in the cohort, I would say. They would read all our messages. It's one plus. So yeah, even I am working on a couple of ideas. So initially I went to him with one idea of launching product, and he himself starts spilling out so many ideas around it, and how we can use AI and most available LLMs around it. And the best part is what I've learned is even today in my current job or people around the world, they wanted to implement AI in the product, but they don't think from a problem-centered perspective. Just because of implementing an AI, they'll start from that point of I want to implement AI, I want to use something. But when we come from user's problem and how can we solve this problem through AI is what the angle we have to look at, right? So, so that these are all main things that I have learned. And yeah, going back to your question, the best thing is helping me to launch a product.
What do you think could be improved?
Nothing much. I would say if there are 5,000, they would help more people.
Sure.
That's what I could, because it's more Talvinder driven. I mean, he was using more of stuff.
Hmm.
I don't see anything can be improved. Yeah, frankly.
What would you, and I know that there are still a few weeks left, you're in the middle of your building of your product, a couple of weeks of that is left, then the demo, day launch, and all of those things, right? Um, but so far, with all that you've learned, how satisfied on a scale of 1 to 10 are you with the course material and the guidance that you've received so far?
Yeah. So, frankly, again, I was very much happy that I have enrolled in the course. And yeah, out of 10, I would rate blatantly 10. And it's only my capability or my, time, how much I allocate to build this product, right? Talvinder is available even at the nights when I message him for some advice. But we having some family, me that I have to make some time to build the product, and I just have a little bit of development background. So I enrolled in one no code tools. I was trying to learn Flutterflow now, through which I wanted to build an app. So Flutterflow had some steep learning curve. I'm learning Flutterflow as well as doing user research to build the product. It's all the ball is in my court, pending from my side, I would say. But yeah, the course is a 10 by 10 course. There's no doubt.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hareendhar, for that. Appreciate it. Gives a testament to the amount of effort that's gone into create all of this. Because like you said, it's very personalized. It's not a generic course, right?
Right.
It's a lot of personal thoughts and research that's gone into it.
Even today, I was talking to Tarvinder, right? Because I was asking him, see, I'm taking time to learn Flutterflow. I also had Adalo on the other side, which is also in the course. So, yeah, he was suggesting the differences in the futures perspective, which feature will help me, and secondly, from the pricing perspective, which will help me save more money with
Hmm.
maximum amount of testing. All types of advices is what you can get.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So I have a slightly different question now, right? And we'll just sort of one or two questions, and then we'll move on to our next section, right? So you've done you did your course in 2020.
But yeah, that's the strong feeling that I have is I have is think from a problem perspective. Even anyone, always people I meet, they want to build AI, put AI into the softwares, but they don't know where to put it right or how to use it. And the biggest use cases of AI is personalization, I think, and analysis, bringing analysis out of data. So we have to know first those things, know where all this AI can be put, and do we have such problems to solve in the product. But people just think put AI in the software is one thing. That's where I have a
No, that's a great point, and that's where a lot of organizations make a mistake today, right? That let's just apply MLAI, but not all problem statements need MLAI.
right, right.
So absolutely, you're bang on there. So last question, right, Harinder, would you recommend the AI product leadership course to other professionals in your field, right? And if yes, considering you gave it a 10 on 10 score, what's your primary reason for doing so?
So the main reason that I would recommend this course for anyone is the amount of exposure that they would get out of this course. So I have been through certain phases, more like 20 during the COVID period. I have tried to build a few products. I did some marketing in Instagram. Adala was new then. Even I was new to Instagram. I spent some 50,000 rupees and had some, I just lost all the money. It was not successful, but I am having that interest of building the product, launching something. So I have seen that phases before coming to even this part of the uh, course. But for certain people who are just doing the job, they cannot get this exposure. Here you would get this exposure in 12 weeks, which I have learned in like 3.5 4 years. Right. So that's very in very short span you would learn from Talvinder and the material. It's like I think there are some companies even in the market now. I think it's Masters Union. What they do is they help us build a software or build a product and launch in the market. Right. Even there are courses as costly as 3 to 4 lakhs, and they help us build a e-commerce store. Which, if I enroll into a Udemy course with 400 rupees, I can build a e-commerce store in WordPress with 2 days within a weekend. Helps us see all the things within 12 weeks. I would. That's one reason. Whenever more people I recommend it, I feel that their mindset shifts into a different place.
Fantastic, fantastic. Super. Thank you, Harinder, for this time of yours.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate your very frank, straightforward responses on questions. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.